So allow me to introduce myself. I am Abhishek Mukherjee. I'm a BIM specialist architect at Capricot Technologies Private Limited. I've done my BArch and I've done my master's in building services from Jamia. A bit about Capricot first, and then we'll move on to the topic. So Capricot has been there since 1987. That means over 3 decades, we have been serving 20,000 plus customers with 10 plus offices all over India and having 250 plus employees. So Autodesk Platinum Partner has been given to Capricot. And we are involved in AEC, manufacturing, M&E, and we provide training as well. And on the right, you will see our board of directors with Mr. Chakresh Jain being the chairman. We are partners with a lot of software solution providers. Autodesk is one of our, or we are one of Autodesk authorized platinum partner, and we are authorized training center as well. And we are also partners for subsidiaries like Adobe, Bentley, etc. And we are another authorized reseller we are of Trezi. So Trezi is one of the homegrown solutions for VR, which is running these days. And and we are a part of RIB Group also. RIB Group is a German company. So without further delay, I hand over to Ms. Prakriti Goel. She will be taking you through the new features of Autodesk AutoCAD 2022. So Prakriti, over to you. You can start your screen share.
Thank you for the introduction. So I'll be sharing my screen. Mm, 1 minute. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Prakriti Goel, and I'm working in Capricot as a BIM specialist architecture. So I'll be taking your today's session. That is what is new in AutoCAD 2022. Now, Autodesk has announced this version on 23rd March 2022, 21 with new features and enhancements that Autodesk claims will immediately boost our productivity. So let's begin. There are three main areas for updates. First is the CAD automations, that is 7 specialized toolsets for ease and workflow. New innovative features which comes under continuous innovations. Seamless connectivity means available on various online platforms. So let's see about the CAD automations. In today's world, it's more important to work smarter and faster. With an AutoCAD 2022 subscription, you can gain the access to these 7 specialized toolsets with industry specific functionality, giving you the ability to work faster and be more efficient across different disciplines. So, what are these benefits? Like, why we use them? The tool sets have hundreds of thousands of intelligent paths and symbols. They automate creations of automations, layers, properties, and automate tasks like generating bills of materials to speed up your workflow. Your workflow becomes faster, and your files are stored in trusted DWG files. command. As compared to basic AutoCAD study, basic AutoCAD, there's overall productivity gain. Um, like this study was designed by Autodesk and the other consultants. So average overall productivity gain is 63% compared to basic AutoCAD. So that is why we use these toolsets. Now we can come to the new features that are Autodesk has improved, some enhancements, some new features in this version. First, we come to the trace. Earlier, we used to place tracing sheets over the plans and then mark all the changes. Now, AutoCAD 2022 has this option for streamlined review process and enhanced collaboration. Okay, like in AutoCAD, this option is available in mobile app, web app, as well as you can incorporate those changes in your desktop. First, we go to mobile app. There, we can create the new trace in which we use revision clouds and add some text. Okay, and when we save that file and open it in desktop app, there we will go to collaborate and trace palette. Okay, and then you can see that revision cloud and your text is there. You can incorporate those changes. Similarly, like this. Similarly, when you go to web app, you can find that option too in trace. The trace, you can create that trace option. And for example, if you are creating some walls, like if you need to add an extra partition, so you can create that and with reference cloud and some text. Okay, first you need to save that file and then open in AutoCAD desktop app, and then you can go to trace palette and then create those changes. So this is how your trace works. This helps in your collaboration, your streamless reviews, and it helps you in basically collaboration. So this is what the trace option is. Now we can come to share. With share, you can collaborate securely by sending control copies of your drawings to your team members. You can establish different levels of access to those who are view only and who can edit. It's just like Google Drive files. Like in that, when you share something to your team members, you can easily control the access. Like who can view the files, who can save the files. So in AutoCAD 2022, there's a share option, and where you can find in quick access toolbar, you can find that option, as well as when you go to collaborate tab and then share panel, there you can see the share drawing option. When you click that, the dialog box will appear, and from that you control the access of the file. It will generate the link. Okay, like if you want your team members to view or save, it will generate the link, and you need to just send the link to your team members. Okay, that link will get opened in web app. Okay, and then you can incorporate those changes, and that link will be expired in 7 days. So you have only 7 days to share the file. Okay, now we come to count. This automates the counting of blocks geometry. It cut down manual counting, helping to avoid miscounting parts and provide your accurate data, like how many blocks you have used. And where it comes in view tab, palette panel, you can see the count option. Okay. So how it works? Okay. First, if you need to choose a specific block, and you need to select that block and then click on count, there's a window which tells you how the count of the total blocks you have selected. Now, for example, this type of blocks you have selected, and when you click on the count, it will give you some errors. Like, if you click on these errors, what are the errors? First is the some blocks are exploded, some blocks are overlapping. Okay, it will show these errors. So you can match the layers also, match the scale also. So count palette contains that options also. When you close that window, it gives the detailed count of how many blocks you have placed. And when you delete a block, the data will get updated. Okay, and from that you can create a dynamic table. Just you need to select those blocks, and your dynamic table is created with number of counts you have in your project, so it can be updated in further times. Now we come to push to Autodesk Docs. With this, you can improve your efficiency and reduce steps by publishing your CAD files, drawing sheets in PDF format, like you directly publishing your sheets and they are converted into PDF. So this is, as we know, that Autodesk Docs have now introduced recently, in which document common data environment available in AEC collection. Okay, so all the sheets you are publishing, it actually converted into PDFs. First, you need to go to Layout tab and select that sheet you want to publish. These tools come under Collaborate tab. Like, whichever sheet you want to publish, you just need to select that and go to Push to Autodesk Docs. A palette will appear in which you just need to add sheets or upload sheets. Okay, like, there are a number of types of sheets you have in, for example, in residential project, you have created various sheets. So just you need to select them and go to upload, and then select the project from the drop down and select the folder in which you want to save and click on OK. There you can see the open browser to view upload document is written, and in background your publishing job is in progress. So just you need to click on the link and your web browser is get opened. So there you can see that your PDFs are converted, your drawings are converted into PDFs, and they are progressing, they are publishing, and when you open it, it comes in a PDF format. So this is how you convert your sheets, you publish your sheets in the Autodesk Docs. Okay. Now let's explore the part of updates. The third and the last update is the floating windows. Like, for example, in past versions, we had difficulty to optimize or to optimize our to make our workflow faster. Okay, so for that, in previous, they didn't have the floating window option, so we had to open a new file, and then we had to view them or edit them. But in AutoCAD 2022, floating window lets you pull away drawing tabs and view them as fully functional window sets, side by side or on multiple monitors. Like if you have different multiple windows, you can easily use that option. Okay, like whenever you have two different tabs, okay, two side by side drawing tabs, you can drag down one, like if you are creating some elevations, so you need plans for that. So you can drag down the drawing tab for plans, and you can work side by side. You can edit, you can move, you can even view all your plans side by side. So this is how it makes your workflow even faster, and also makes your your time consumption will be less. So this is very effective enhancement, effective innovation in this version. Now the last is the new enhancements, the customizing enhancements. First is the customizing installation. That means it enables you to work on your AutoCAD while installing in the background. Like recent in this version, you can work while your installation is running. So this is how you can nowadays your workflow needs to be faster. So that is why Autodesk have improved the enhancements. And now graphic improvements, performs and redesign. I mean, you can enjoy improved graphic informations, and also a redesigned startup, in which you can see that your all recent files will be updated here. And you have also Autodesk docs. If you have saved a file in the Autodesk docs, you can access that file. Here you can access to the learning also, and here are some notes and some announcements you can get. So these how they designed the startup. Okay, so before that, Hanji. So now we come to the third last part of the seamless connections. Okay.
So before you start, Prakriti, I would request everyone to please put in your questions, whatever you think you need to ask Ms. Prakriti in the question answer box. And then afterwards, after this presentation is over, we will be taking a few questions and then answering them on the spot. And the other questions which we may be left, you may write to us at connect@capricot.com. We'll be displaying that slide as well. So, thank you, Prakriti. You can continue now.
Thank you so much. So let's explore the third part of the update, that is seamless connections. Next slide. AutoCAD on any device. Like if like in previous versions, you already know that we have AutoCAD web app, mobile app, but now as we move further, as the years move further, there are more updations. So like for better collaboration, for markups, you can see that those changes are incorporated in those web apps. Like you can edit, markup, share, view CAD drawings in your web browser as well as in your mobile apps. Okay. So the mobile app lets you extend your workflow from the office to job site and everywhere in the between. Okay. So next slide.
From the very beginning, AutoCAD was created to help designers work faster, better, and smarter. And these days, we are not only redefining the idea of the office, we're redefining the very idea of how we work. So, to enable a new mobile workforce of designers and drafters, Autodesk offers the AutoCAD mobile app. It's CAD on your terms. From the office to your home, you can work wherever, whenever, and on whatever device you prefer. The AutoCAD mobile app gives you AutoCAD at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. With new features like Trace, you get collaboration tools in your pocket. From the job site to your backyard, you can design, edit, and access DWG files with the tools you need on your smartphone or tablet, keeping projects on track while freeing you from the office. The AutoCAD mobile app is included with an AutoCAD or AutoCAD LT subscription. Discover the freedom and the power of the new Anywhere workplace with the AutoCAD mobile app.
Yeah. So let now we have seen about the mobile app, but mm, uh, cloud storage connectivity with AutoCAD web app and mobile apps, you can take advantage of seamless connections and work in new ways across platforms. You can also connect to your files in the cloud. This year, Autodesk have incorporated the Autodesk Drive and the Autodesk Docs connection to AutoCAD web app. So you can conveniently connect to your files within the Autodesk. So it enables your, it helps you in collaboration. It gives you a, your workflow will get faster. So this is how, like this year, like in previous year, they added Google Drive, okay, and Dropbox. So now they have, they have incorporated Autodesk Docs. Okay. Next slide. Why we use seamless connectivity? This is the basic question. This is the most important question, why we need to use it. So, what are the key benefits? First, it increases the mobility to multi platform workflow, improved collaboration with new workflows and in app features, the ability to connect to DWG files anytime and anywhere, and essential tools that with precision and consistency that you have come to accept from AutoCAD. So this is how it's very important that we can access these files anywhere and anytime. So this is how we use our seamless connectivity. Like Autodesk have provided us this option. So we have this ability, and we can now in further years we can now uh, like make our workflow very faster and smarter. Okay. So um, so this was the new updations in AutoCAD 2022.
Okay, thank you, Prakriti. Thank you so much. I think the link with Autodesk Docs is one of the features which I would be looking forward to. So what do you think, according to you, would be the most important feature of whatever you have presented today, Prakriti?
So for me, it's Autodesk Docs because it helps the better collaboration, as well as for for counting, as well as the floating windows. Floating windows is very convenient.
Correct. Floating windows is also convenient. In fact, we already have floating windows in Revit. So in CAD also, when we used to do UCS, then we used to have the windows as split. So now I think floating windows also becomes
Yeah.
very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Yes. And even the connectivity with Autodesk Docs becomes very important because nowadays, since we are in a work from home scenario everywhere, so we are actually using the cloud to the maximum extent. So I believe every one of our attendees would be aware of that, and they are either using email, they are using some other drive. So if Autodesk has its own docs drive, then I think it becomes much more easier, and you can directly publish it like you uh, showed in your PPT. So thank you, Prakriti. I think it was a very informative maybe half an hour of the session. So we'll be taking questions, but just before that, I would like to highlight some of the important Capricot programs there that are training programs which we are running. So apart from AutoCAD, AutoCAD is obviously a subsidiary, but as everyone knows that nowadays just AutoCAD is not enough. AutoCAD may be a subsidiary. It may be that everybody is transforming from AutoCAD to BIM. So if we talk about BIM, Capricot provides a lot of programs on BIM for various stakeholders. The first one is Capricot BIM for Design. So whoever is linked with us in LinkedIn, they would know that we run this course for architects, civil engineers, and BIM enthusiasts. It will have a focused approach on design workflow and project delivery using BIM tools. So when we say BIM tools, they are mentioned right below this. So we use Revit for modeling. We'll be teaching you through the basics to the advanced. Then we use Navisworks for clash detection. So when we say clash detection, we mean that when two of the disciplines come together like MEP and structure. So wherever there is a clash, it would directly or automatically tell us. We need not take a printout and then trace it over and then see it. Then we have BIM 360 document management and BIM 360 design collaboration. So what does this mean? This means that these are also cloud platforms like Autodesk Docs. Earlier on, it was called BIM 360. Right now, it is called Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro and Autodesk Docs. So they are usually for cloud storage, and not only storage, they are not generic for all the files like Google Drive and OneDrive. But here you can do some markups, raise some issues, and then digitally submit your drawings, also go for approval, and that is more important. And not only for Revit files, but also for AutoCAD files, you can do the same things. Then we have Dynamo. Dynamo is a visual programming software. It is used for visual programming over there, which is synchronous with Revit. Then we have Format. It is just like SketchUp, but it has better interoperability with Revit. Then we have Insight. Insight is one of the energy analysis tools for using with Revit. And then we have finally BIM standards and theory, which is actually lacking in Indian context. So once we are clear with this, then we'll be able to leverage all the softwares to their full potential. So it's a 120 plus hours course, approximately 3.5 months. And it will happen off office hours. And for any kind of training inquiry, you can go for connect@capricot.com. Another course which we run for associates, or you can say who are in the industry, and they may be able to avail this program, that is Capricot BIM Guru. So Capricot has introduced a simple and comprehensive project to provide training, troubleshooting, and content library. So this is for offices. It's an annual maintenance contract, you can say, or it's a full 1-year contract, which will be signed with Capricot. And according to this, we will be focusing on BIM implementation for design consultants. It will be a 1-year service contract, as I said. 40 hours of tool training will be there. And the best part about this is that we have various modules also. So these modules will be basic, advanced, and intermediate. And then this is specifically for architects and structural engineers. We have another course for MEP, which I'll just explain right now. And 50 hours of troubleshooting is there. So online 50 hours of troubleshooting under one roof, which will provide you with 100 plus Revit content as well, is nowhere to be found in the world. And this is only available at Capricot. So you can again write an inquiry at connect@capricot.com. Then we have Revit MEP. Revit MEP is a specific course for MEP engineers, and it is a one-stop solution for design, modeling, fabrication, and collaboration of various design services. And the BIM tools covered are Revit and Navisworks for clash detection. And we do use some of BIM Collaborate Pro also and Autodesk Docs in this course. So do write to us at connect@capricot.com for any other inquiries. Of course, for all our customers, we solve all, or at least our intentions are to solve all the doubts of all our customers and provide them support for AutoCAD as well, but there is no training program in Capricot for AutoCAD. So now I think we can go ahead with the question and answers, and you can please type the question and answer in the Q&A box if you haven't already done this. So I will read out the question. Rather, I would want Prakriti to select the questions and read it out herself. I think that would be okay with you, Prakriti.
Yes. Thank you.
Right.
Okay, I'll be
So over
reading
to you,
some.
Prakriti. Yes.
Okay. So one is the. Hmm.
So you can read out the questions. It's not necessary to type the answer right now.
Okay. So there's a one question: how do we count steps made in CAD? So are we talking about the count option? So if we are talking about the count option, so you need to go to the view tab first. Okay. Whenever you go to view tab, there's a palette panel where you can see the count option. Okay, and then it will generate all the list of the blocks you have created, and then you can create and convert that data into the dynamic table. So this is how you create your you can um, have the count option. Or if you want some particular blocks to be calculated, so first you need to click on the block, and then you need to go to the count option, or you just need to write the count in the command bar. So this is was the question, this is was the answer. Okay. Next. Mm, Okay. There's a question: how AutoCAD 22 floating window and normal AutoCAD viewport option is different. Like, it is totally different. Like, if you are working in AutoCAD viewport, okay, there's for example, if you have placed some elevations in one drawing, okay, and then you making a sheet out of it, and for that you are using a viewport, it's okay. But if you want to see the plan and then create your elevation, so you had to in previous versions, you had to like open that file in different window, so that you can access that access and view that file. So floating window enables you to work side by side. It helps you work faster. Okay. So this is how the yes, there's a question: can we edit DWG via mobile app? Yes, you can actually edit. Like, if you download it from the Google app, okay, like it actually edits the drawing file, and if you subscribe that app, you will get the trace option too. And when you save that file and open it in Autodesk desktop app, AutoCAD desktop app, you can see those changes appearing in your desktop app. Okay, so like it will help you in connectivity. Okay, so Okay, according to the license fee for this AutoCAD 2022 is the for it's monthly or the yearly. Like the Autodesk gives the fees. So right now um, they have 1 minute.
I think for this, you can write to us at connect@capricot.com. We will be connecting you with the sales team and they would be able to guide you with the correct options. So what we can tell you is that the perpetual license, which were earlier going on, is not going on right now. And Autodesk only gives either monthly or yearly subscription. And regarding the fees, if you write to us at connect@capricot.com, then we will tell you. So as we said, we are Autodesk authorized premium resellers, and we sell all the Autodesk and uh, other company softwares as well. So
Okay, there's a one question. I hope you, Abhishek, would like to answer this. There's a question: why will we prefer AutoCAD 3D instead of other software like Revit? So, do you want to answer it?
Yes, sure. I can take this question. So
Yeah.
yes, it's a very pertinent question. And these days, since everybody is moving to BIM and AutoCAD is a little behind BIM. So when we talk about BIM, it's building information modeling. It is kind of extracting all the information from the modeling, and it is basically modeling and not drafting. So right now what we see is that there is a shift which is happening. So during the process of this shift, not everybody has the license, or not everybody has subscribed or started using Revit. We are still in the process. So when we talk about this, that whether we are using Revit or which one is better. So personally, according to me, Revit would be better for architects and to some part MEP and structural engineers also. But sometimes when the question comes that we do not want to quantify anything, but we just want to see that as a design for especially like automation, or you can say not automation, automobile parts. So these automobile parts and all have been going on. We are making those automobile parts and all as a product design in AutoCAD 3D for a long time. But nowadays there are other softwares also like Fusion, which help us do the same thing. But for architects and engineers who are especially associated with the building and infrastructure industry, Revit would be the better way to go about it. But since the shift has not yet happened in India, so therefore we do require AutoCAD as well, because some of our consultants may provide the drawing in AutoCAD, which you won't be able to edit in Revit, but you will still be able to open that file and then work further on. So this is, I think, if it explains your question, then it will be great. So Prakriti, I have one question for you also, which someone has asked, and that's an anonymous attendee. How we can use Dropbox with CAD?
Okay, Dropbox with CAD. We can okay. So for Dropbox, like we can save our files. It is a storage connectivity. Okay, so for that we are just saving our files in a Dropbox. Like first we need to sign in, and then you can save that file. Like in free version, there you can get the 5 GB or 2 GB data. So in that you just need to save your files, and then you can open that file in your web app. Okay, there's option you can control your you can access those files in your web app. So it is very convenient. I hope that's the answer. I hope you get it, the answer.
So I guess that was great, but I think I can also add to this that apart from using Dropbox with CAD, you can use other solutions which are specifically for AEC industry, like Autodesk Docs. So why am I saying this? That's because when you subscribe an IC, that is industry collection, or AEC collection, so AEC collection will have Autodesk Docs as a part of this. So there's this one huge collection of softwares which comes at not, in fact, if you calculate the cost of individual softwares, it comes at a lot lower cost when you accumulate those softwares. So you'll get AutoCAD, you'll get 3ds Max, you'll get Revit, you will get Format, you will get Autodesk Docs, and a lot of other softwares are also included in that. And it does not cost as much as the individual softwares accumulated to. So because in Dropbox, what you can do is you can just keep and store your files, send the link, and that person has to download the file. And then you are just using this as a drive. But if you take Autodesk Docs, then you will probably be able to do some specific things for AEC industry, like create some issues, markups, revision clouds, which everybody can see on real time, whoever is coordinating with each other. So I think that was an extra bit of thing which I added. Yes.
There's a one question that for you, like as sir had discussed about BIM, will it be helpful for highway engineers?
Yes, absolutely. So yes, so BIM will be helpful for highway engineers as well. So what we prefer for highway engineers or any kind of infrastructure is Civil 3D. But when we talk about BIM or specifically building information modeling tools like Revit and ArchiCAD, they are also very good for highway engineering. So recently, a lot of infrastructure and companies who are involved in bridges and all have taken training from us, that is corporate training, and we have delivered successful training for infrastructure as well. We were the training partners or authorized trainers for and BIM implementation specialists for DMRC also, and there also a lot of infrastructure was there. So it's not just restricted to buildings, but any facility, and that facility may be uh, highways as well. Yes, Prakriti, you can continue.
Okay, so there's one question is, suppose I have license from this version, the license I can use in mobile. Yes, like if you are subscribing your AutoCAD 2022, with that you have the access to like web app, the pure mobile app also. Like in that you can create your, like you can use your mobile app freely also. If you are not subscribing right now, you can freely use that. But for trace options, for various options, you need to subscribe fully the mobile app also. The when you subscribe the AutoCAD 2022, you can use the mobile app also with fully options, like with trace options and with every options freely. Okay, so okay, I hope that's the I hope you get my answer. Okay, so hmm. Okay, there's one question in 2022 AutoCAD. There is piping drawing element for fast working standards. Okay, as we have told about the seven specialized tool sets. Okay, so if you are getting the subscription for this version 2022, you will gain the MEP tool sets as well as mechanical tool sets. So in that you can work the piping drawings freely. Okay, so it will be highly effective if you work in these tool sets. Like we have discussed about the productivity gain. Okay, so that is how when you subscribe this version, you will get access to the tool sets also.
So can you tell me a bit more about tool sets? I think everybody else would also be willing to know. Is it the same tool set as we used to get earlier on and just with some extra features, or is it something else completely?
Right, like it is the old version, like the tool sets which we had in previous year. Okay, these are same tool sets, but in previous times we had to subscribe them different by uh, like separately. Okay, we had to subscribe them separately, or we had to pay for them. Okay, but this year Autodesk have conveniently for improvement of workflow, they have incorporate this in 2022. Like, you just need to download it, and these are the tool sets. You can download them and use it with the Autodesk basic AutoCAD. So these are the tool sets. Like, for example, if we come to architectural tool set, like, you can see the walls creating in 2D. You have the doors, or if we go to mechanical tool sets, you have ducts working and the piping also. So now they have incorporated on in AutoCAD 2020 with subscription.
Okay, thank you, Prakriti.
Thank
So
you so
you have
much.
answered a question regarding the system requirements for AutoCAD as well. So
Yes.
I'll just read that out for everyone else. So it's basically a very light software, AutoCAD, and it should run on most recent systems. And 64-bit, of course, AutoCAD 2022, and 2.5 to 2.9 gigahertz of processor, and 3 plus gigahertz of processor speed recommended, but 2.5 to 2.9 will also do. Basic memory RAM would be 8 GB, and of course recommended is 16 GB, but 8 GB will also work seamlessly. And display resolution needs to be high, that is 1920 by 1080. So these were the general gist of what is required. So any other questions? I believe we have answered most of them. And some of the
Yes.
questions which we have left, we may answer them at Connect at Capricot. In case we miss your question, you can mail the question to us as well. If it's really important, then you can definitely email to us. We'll reply. So, Prakriti, anything else from your side which you want to explain? You want to do a quick recap of all the features?
No, that's okay. But
That's okay.
I wanted to show them the AutoCAD 2022 user interface. The
Sure.
just for
I'll stop my screen.
Okay, thank you. So this is how you get the AutoCAD 2022 with the Start tab, like this. You have the login ID. There's you can get the information. All the recent files are stored here, and like this you get this symbol here. Like, if you have shared that file once and opened that in AutoCAD web app and then collaborated with other team members, it will give you this sign. If you have opened from the desktop, then it will give you this option. Okay, like if somebody had asked me how to count. Okay, like, go to view tab. There's a palette option, and then you can find the count. Like, if you click on this, it will give you the all the details of the blocks that I've created. Okay, and this is the basic AutoCAD. But if you are like this, you have created the. Some of them have the error. Why? Because some of them maybe are exploded, or some of them may be overlapping. Okay, if you deduct one, it will get updated. So this is it has the option of creating a table. You just need to select the fields and then insert, and then you can find the table, and then you just need to close the window by click on tick mark, and then you can see those fields. So these options are incorporated in this, and as well as you get the web app to all the informations, all the tools that you see in this app is in AutoCAD web app. Okay. So this was the user interface, and this was the overall AutoCAD 2022. So over to you.
Yes, thank you, Prakriti. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has been a part of this webinar with us. And I hope it was a productive webinar. Of course, it was not a workshop, and therefore we had more of PPT and less of demonstration. We keep on having these types of webinars, workshops on a regular basis, and which most of them are related to BIM, and some of them are related to other tools which are in support of BIM. And I would like you to stay tuned to the Capricot website and all our social media handles as well, so that you can get information. Apart from that, we also email it to you. So thank you again for attending this. I hope all of you are safe wherever you are. And I think we can close the meeting then with your permission, Prakriti.
Yes, yes, you can. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you and goodbye.